Hey guys, it's Kristen, Survive Sleeve Slay here. So I am doing this yet again from my car because I did not record a video last night because I was out with some people from work. So last night, yesterday, would have been my beginning of my fifth week out from VSG. I don't really have a whole bunch to talk about today. I'm so sorry if the camera looks shaky. I'm trying to keep it as steady as possible. I don't know how people record from their car and get it to stay because I have to hold my camera and I have like really shaky hands. So I don't know how they do it, but I don't know how to do it. So here I am sitting in my car on lunch. It's actually not terribly depressingly gray outside. It's more like mildly depressingly gray outside. So yeah, week 5. Not a lot of change in the weight area, I don't think. I'm not sure where I was at in my last video, but this morning I was 203, which puts me 13 pounds down from my surgery weight of 216. I'm 5 foot tall. Just a hair under 5 foot tall, but I'm gonna give myself that extra quarter of an inch, half an inch, whatever it is. So yeah, the scale hasn't been moving a whole bunch, but things are definitely fitting differently and feeling differently, and I'm feeling differently, thank God. I'm not in that funk anymore per se. I'm definitely feeling like I'm coming out of it. I wouldn't say I'm out of it completely, but I'm definitely coming out of it, and I'm feeling a little bit more excited about, you know, more progress with this. Basically, for people that have not had surgery, or for people like me who are newly out of surgery, I think what I'm going to focus this video on is, some misconceptions about VSG surgery or any weight loss surgery. And not that I can really speak for RNY or do a needle switch or anything like that, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna apply. So there's just a couple things I wanted to talk about as far as you know, misconceptions and how you have to kind of adjust the way that you live, and things that I am learning as I go. And it's so much trial and error, and everybody is different. But that being said, that everybody is different, the whole concept is still sort of the same. And I couldn't really understand why every doctor's plan was different, but then also the basics were still the same. So like, you want to get a lot of water in, you want to get a lot of protein in, you want to keep your meals small and 3 meals a day. And some people are eating like 4 or 5 meals a day, which, here's the thing, I'm getting in like a lot of calories. Like I felt like I was eating too much calories, you know, like before surgery, 900 calories would not have been ringing alarm bells for me because I was doing like a 1200 calorie a day diet, which will still make you lose weight. But when you have the sleeve, some people are struggling to get 500 or 600 calories a day in. I don't know how, because I feel like if you're eating a ton of dense protein, it's kind of easy to get to 900 calories. But that being said, you know, maybe I need to start weighing everything. And like I said, it's so trial and error. I could be doing things the wrong way, and this is just my perspective. In no way, shape, or form am I saying that this is how to do things, because, I mean, I think I'm going to end up being a slow loser. I'm not exactly stalled right now because I keep kind of fluctuating back and forth. I'm right now 203, so I'm literally 3 pounds away from Wonderland, which I can't wait to get back into. And I knew that I was gonna like teeter right on the edge, just because you know, that's how life works. So, I'm going to try not to ramble too much, but for me, that's really difficult. So, here's what I'm learning. The protein issue. Why protein? Well, not only will it help save your muscles from deteriorating, but I feel like in my case, for me personally, protein, especially dense protein, like chicken or cheese-ish, maybe not cheese so much, but like chicken, I cannot finish one scrambled egg if I put like other stuff in it. Like if I put like cottage cheese or like I had queso fresco, if I put like something in it, I'm struggling to finish a scrambled egg. And then on the other hand, like I can eat a salad with shredded chicken on it, and it's like, it seems like the volume of the salad is so much more than the volume of the scrambled egg. And I couldn't figure out why I was able to get all that salad in, and then I'm struggling to finish a scrambled egg. Like, what gives? But I think what's happening is the doctors want us to get all of these dense proteins in there because we don't have a lot of room. And we have to get in there what is going to, A, keep us full, B, you know, preserve our muscles, C, give us nutrition. Okay, so my doctor says we can have a half a cup of non-starchy vegetables. My mistake lately is that I have been having like a lot of salad greens with like shredded chicken on top or some cheese on top and some like low fat, low sugar dressing, which is probably not on the diet plan, but Jesus Christ, I have to live a little. So, I think what I'm going to do is basically just 100% go back to basics and just say, you know, I can have like a chicken salad wrap with lettuce, but my days of eating like a salad with a ton of lettuce and a little bit of protein on top are probably done for now because I'm filling myself up with lettuce, which is not super nutritious and does not keep me full. So then by the time I get home at night after I eat my lunch at like 12:30, I'm really hungry again. And in the morning I'm doing a protein shake, and then I'm eating like my lunch here at work, and then I eat my dinner at home, probably around 6 or 6:30, depending on what my schedule is. And then, you know, that's pretty much it. Like, I'll have like maybe like a bariatric pudding or like a Greek yogurt bar or something at night. And I have to be really careful because I know that I can slip back into bad habits really quickly, and I don't want to do that because I want to continue to see progress. And I know I won't if I don't rein in what can easily be like a slippery slope for me. So I think what I'm going to do is just 100% back to basics. And I know I said in my last video or the video before, keep it simple. And I have been keeping it relatively simple. I'm not trying to make any crazy recipes or anything like that. It's just, you know, I think for me personally, when I'm eating just dense proteins, which is, I mean, duh, Kristen, like if you, so in other words, Kristen, if you're following the doctor's plan, you will lose weight. I mean, yeah. But, like I said, this is trial and error. I am 100% a food addict. I am a recovering binge eater. So, I'm not going to be perfect, and I'm not going to, find myself in a position to where I'm not falling back into bad habits and then trying to spin it so it doesn't look like a bad habit, because I feel like that's kind of what's happening right now. Is I have the freedom to eat these things, so I try them, and I can't really wonder why the scale is not necessarily moving as quickly as it should be, and that's in my head, as quickly as it should be. I don't know if it should be moving any quicker or not. But I'm not going to sit here and pretend that I have been 100% on plan and I can't understand why the scale's not moving, because that's not necessarily true. And so I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that starting tonight, you know, when I go home, and just, you know, really eliminate anything out of my diet that I do not need, 100%. And I think I've fallen into this kind of like a mentality trap where I'm like, well, I can have this, and, you know, I'm cleared to have this, and this is low carb, you know, so let me try it. And it's starting to kind of make me go off course a little bit, I think, and I don't like that. And so I'm going to stop that. I'm going to catch myself and stop that and say, okay, yeah, just because you can have it doesn't mean you should. But that's just my thoughts on the whole protein thing. It's not like protein is this magical macro that is going to make the fat just melt off you, although some people, you know, say that it is. And maybe it is. I don't know. I'm not a scientist, and I'm not a nutritionist. But I do know my body, and I was losing at a very steady pace when I was just eating very basic, dense proteins and getting my fluids in, which I've been pretty good about. I'd say I get probably between 70 and... between 60 and 80 ounces of water a day, or fluid, not necessarily water. The other thing that I want people to know, especially people who have not had the surgery or are considering the surgery, and this might seem like a no-brainer for everybody that is post-surgery, or, you know, even people that don't have an eating disorder that are considering the surgery. So I considered myself to be pretty well-read and pretty educated, and I did a lot of research on the surgery before I had it. I watched a lot of videos. I guess what I did not realize, which, like I said, looking back, I feel dumb for not really realizing it, but what I didn't really realize is you still have to do something to make this weight come off, be it counting calories or, you know, adjusting macros. So it's not like you're going to be able to just eat unlimited amounts of protein throughout the day and drink fluids and the weight's going to fall off. At least not in my case. There's still a lot of work and effort that has to go into this whole weight loss thing. Even after the surgery is not going to make it's not going to be the magic bean that you plant and suddenly, you know, all of these pounds come falling off of you. You still have to work for it. In my case especially, I log my calories, and I still have to do that because even though I can't eat much at a time, I can go back after an hour or two and graze, and if I did that all day, I wouldn't lose anything. So, I mean, that's something to keep in mind. Like, if you're not willing to do something to take accountability for what you're eating, if you're not willing to make changes that are going to have to last you a lifetime, maybe you're not ready for surgery. And also, if you struggle with anxiety or depression, you know, be aware that that can come creeping up on you after surgery. For me, I feel like maybe I had buried all of my feelings with food for so long that once I did have the surgery, I had no choice but to feel these things and experience them. And I was really in a funk there for like the first month. I was depressed, and I'm starting to come out of it now. I'm starting to feel more like myself now, but for a while there, I was really struggling, and I think you guys saw it in some of my videos. If I sound weird today, guys, by the way, I have kind of a sore throat today, and I'm very congested, so I think it's because this super up and down weather, and I don't know, it's making my voice sound weird to me, so I'm sure it sounds weird to you. But yeah, the depression thing, make sure that you are prepared to kind of have a bit of an emotional roller coaster. Doesn't happen to everybody, but it did happen to me, for sure. I feel like I was in a pretty good funk there for a while, and I'm hoping that that's the last of it, and I won't, you know, fall back down the rabbit hole, but I think it's really easy to to let depression kind of overcome you, and it's very difficult to get motivated to do anything when you're stuck in that rut. So I'm basically gonna wrap it up here. I just wanted to put out a week 5 video and let everybody know that I'm good, and I am a little bit stalled, or maybe just sitting at the same weight, or gaining and losing the same 2 or 3 pounds, but I know that it's my fault 100%, and that there are things that I need to adjust about the way that I'm eating, and I'm gonna do that. So I can't promise anything to anybody, and I don't have to. It's my body, and, you know, this is my journey. So I just wanted to check in. Hopefully next week, you know, this will have worked, and I will let you know, hey, guess what? If you follow the doctor's plan and you don't deviate, it works. Hopefully. So keep your fingers crossed for me. And I will check in again, hopefully, maybe this weekend or Monday. Today is the 9th, I believe, or the 10th. Today's the 10th. Tuesday the 10th. So, yeah, that's all, guys. I just hope everybody is well, and I will see you guys again soon. Have a good day. Drink your water. That's all.